I gotta say, the PlayMemories Remote App is quite garbage. Like, you can't even change the ISO, aperture, or shutter on this app. And the thing is, I can't even enable the picture profiles from my phone. Like, it turns it off when it's in the smart remote mode, which is really weird and really annoying. The GH4 handles their wireless imaging app for the smartphone way tons better. So this is quite disappointing. But anyways, guys, welcome to another weekly Wednesday vlog. Today I'm going to be talking about my first shots with the Zeiss 55mm 1.8 lens. Shoutouts to Emmanuel for patiently waiting for this video. And I just hope I don't disappoint you on this because I don't have that much content to talk about this lens because over the weekend I was supposed to shoot like photos, do a photo shoot with my girlfriend. But what ended up happening was we went to Sammy's, got distracted because they have like a Sony exclusive event. Like Jason Lenar was there, Rob Shelley was there. They were hosting like mini workshops, and they're having like sales for like the A6300, the A7 series cameras, and the lenses. So we've been wanting the A6300 for a while. You know what? Long story short, we bought it. We bought the A6300, which I'm using right now to record this. We messed around with the camera way more than the 55, so that's why I don't have that many pictures. Anyways, so another thing to address before I get started is a lot of people have been asking me to do like reviews on the gear that I've been using, like the A7R II, the 24-70 G Master lens. But the truth of the matter is, I don't think I can properly review something when I haven't even taken them out on an actual job yet. I can do all these test videos all I want, or the mock scenarios all I want, but by the end of the day, the real question is, are these gears worth my dollar bills? Are these gears coming through for me when I really need them to? You guys know that feeling where it's just like, you're on a job, you're working under pressure, and you're using this piece of gear that does exactly what you want it to do, and it gets that shot. Like, that's my scale. So until I take in these gears out with me to do something, I don't think I'll be able to provide a proper review. But the mock scenarios are nice because they kind of help me prepare for when I actually use the stuff, so, just kind of be familiar with the muscles and the mechanics of the camera. Anyways, with that being said, there are a few gigs for me that are coming up where I'll be able to take some of these gears out with me to really use. Like, I have a concert next Tuesday. This weekend I'll be shooting a music video, though I'm not going to be using too much of my lenses. But so anyways, let's just go ahead and take a look at the photos that I took this weekend. All right, so I went ahead and moved the camera towards this way. I'm using a software called Open Broadcast software to do my screen recording. Hopefully it works out. Never really used it before. But anyways, let's hop onto the photos. So 50mm are generally really good for like medium-sized portraits. Not medium size, a medium shot portraits, the upper body and all of that stuff. So we took it out, and these are some of the shots that I took with the step-up ring ND filter and the Yangnuo sync. Some of these are looking really darn warm now. I'm gonna tone that down a little bit in my edits later. But yeah, so I had to buy a step-up ring at Sammy's, and you guys know what happened. Like, I walked into Sammy's buying a step-up ring, and then I ended up walking out with the A6300. That is just hilarious. Anyways, just looking at these shots, that's not taken with the 50. Yeah, some of these shots, this is actually taken with the 85mm 1.4. One of the Sony reps there was kind enough to let me run around with the camera just for a little bit, just to get some test shots. It's looking really nice. I love it. But anyways, back to the 55mm, because this is what this video is about. So again, 55 are really perfect for shots like this, a medium shot of your subject, paired with the A7 series eye autofocus feature. It just works really well. Just like, look how sharp this is. Look how sharp her eyes are. I'm very impressed. Another photo. Boom. Boom. Just sharp. Like, ever since I started using the Sony camera, I've been getting really sharp, like sharp focus on the eyes, thanks to like that built-in software kind of thing. Like, I've never seen myself getting such sharp focus with the Canon cameras. I mean, I do, but you know, it's hard to grab that focus. This one here as well. We'll just go ahead and zoom in really extremely close to her eyes. Let's see. Pretty much. Wait for it. Yep, nailed the focus right here. I got her focus. So yeah, I'm also happy to report the Yongnuo trigger, the 560TX, worked really extremely well with the flashes that I have, the Yongnuo 563 and the 564. So let's go ahead and move on to the my first impressions of the lens. I gotta say, I am not that impressed with it just yet. I'm gonna need to take it out to do some more shoots. Generally, I've never been a fan of the 50mm. I had the 50mm 1.8, or what they call it, the Nifty 50 for my T3i. But since my T3i was cropped, it's a cropped body, the 50 just seems too close for my taste. Like, I know it's the perfect, like people have been saying, oh, it's a great lens for like filmmaking and all that stuff. But for the work that I did at the time, like around 2011, that's when I got the lens. Not 2011, 2013. I was shooting mainly like YouTube videos. So being super amateur back then, like I didn't understand like image stabilization or stuff like that. Like I didn't know that lens didn't have image stabilization. So when I shot something, it was just like kind of like wobbly wobbly. But the image, but the bokeh looks super nice. You know, it just like it just really brings really extremely like nice, you know, really makes that focus nice on a subject, you know, and the background just like all blurs out. Like I really like that a lot, but it was a shame that for the work that I did, like I never had to use the 50 much, so I ended up having to sell it like last year, or not even last year, like around last summer almost. I had to like sell that lens. But anyways, I find the 50mm on a full frame to be much better because it produces amazing shots like this. I mean, I guess I can put the 50 on a crop body and back up a little bit more, but I definitely enjoy using 50 or 55 in this case on a full frame body. With that said, I still prefer my 35mm way more. I'm sad to report I haven't been using it for a while because I've been trying to maximize my dollars with the 24-70 and the 55 that I just got, but I really want to take it out again just to do some shoots with the 35. And one of the things that I did kind of notice, at least when I was using it, and maybe this is the case for all 50mm, is that the minimum focusing distance on this lens kind of sucks. Like, I feel like I'm a good, like I was taking pictures of my toys, or I was actually taking some food pictures for my girlfriend's Instagram, and I feel like I'm like a good distance away from the subject to grab that focus. But I don't know why with the 55, even if I feel like I'm at a good distance away, I have to be even a little bit, I have to be a little bit further before it can grab the focus, which is kind of annoying sometimes. Again, this might be with all the 50mm. I'm not too sure. It was ages ago since I used the 50mm 1.8 on the Canon, so I can't really comment on the focusing distance. But let me move on to the price. Can you imagine that this was $1,000? When it came out, it was $1,000. Like, I got it for $700 gray market, and I still think it's still pretty pricey for a 1.8. If you take into consideration of the Canon 1.8, the STM version, it is $125 brand new. And if you pay like $350, you can get the 1.4 version. And that, don't even get me started on Yongnuo. Yongnuo was like only $50 for their 50mm. So pricing wise, I would say it is not worth $1,000 to begin with. It's certainly not worth $898, you know, the price tag that it has right now. $700 is super pushing it, but it does come out cheaper than the Sigma 50mm 1.4 with the adapter, any adapter that you're gonna get. If you pit both lenses together at their original value, you know, this one with the Sigma 1.4, I'd say get the Sigma 50mm 1.4. There's like no questions about it. Like I think it's like a couple dollars cheaper, almost like $198 or something. Like either way, that's way cheaper, and you're getting that extra stop of light. But if you are fixed on getting the Zeiss 55mm, I say if you can pick up one that is used for under $700, I'd say that's worth considering. So to conclude this video, I just want to say I only got this lens because it is eye autofocus compatible, like how I was preaching about it with the photos here, you know. But Here's something to also think about. A lot of people swear by the 55mm Zeiss lens, and like the Nifty 50, the Canon Nifty 50, everyone seems to have that lens in their arsenal. And I think any Sony users who uses the A7 cameras or any of the Sony cameras probably have this in their bag. And all I can say is right now is just wait, because Sony is actually going to be releasing a FE 50mm 1.8 lens. I know they already have one out right now, but this one's like, for some reason, it's FE. The other one's just E, and this one's FE. So this one's going to be better than that one. And it's only going to be $250. Now, I'm going to put my bets and say the quality is comparable to the Zeiss 55. If not, it will fall at least a hair short from it. So I'd say wait for that lens to come out first. Look at some reviews, look at some pictures comparing them both, and then decide. But yeah, that is my first impression of the 55 Zeiss 1.8 lens. Thank you for watching, guys. If you have any questions, leave in the comments down below. And definitely we'll be shooting a lot more with this and the A6300. So I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Peace.